It seems obligatory for all YouTube atheists to create at least one video addressing the lazy apologetic known as Pascal's wager, a fear-based tactic intended to evade a rational treatment of the questions concerning God's existence. Blaise Pascal was a 17th century French mathematician who proposed belief in God as a gamble. Essentially, the argument flows that God either exists or he does not, and thus if he exists and you do believe, then a heavenly reward awaits you in an unprovable afterlife. Like these. The alternative being everlasting torment in a supposed hell. But if there is no God and you guess incorrectly, then you will simply die with nothing lost. But if there is a God and you guess wrong, you have eternity to lose. But it has been observed by many philosophers that belief does entail costs, and the wager is not so simple as Pascal first surmised. The first objection is simply that there are so many religions. Uncounted thousands of mythic gods, cults, and denominations in the worship of various gods throughout human history. Most are mutually exclusive, each claiming ultimate truth and that all others are wrong. What if the religious person guesses wrong? Even if Christianity were the only true faith, what if the only true church that has God on its side is a gay congregation in San Francisco? How are we to know? What if the only true churches are Pentecostal snake handlers in the Appalachians, like the one headed by this deceased Pastor Wolford here? What if they're mostly right but doing it wrong? What if God only prefers certain types of snake venom? What if the Lord favors neurotoxins over hemotoxins for those that die in agony over an arguably post-production edit of the New Testament? How are we to know? Another objection is the supposed omniscient nature of God himself. Surely God can read your mind with his divine powers. Can't he guess that you were only pretending to believe in order to beat the wager? Another objection would be that encouraging people to adopt beliefs for which there is good reason to have doubt diminishes critical thinking capacity and promotes credulity, which would be harmful to society. But if I'm wrong and there is a God, sometimes I hope the Hindus are correct. I mention this because someone once asked me a seemingly childish question, but which has great relevance for the topic at hand. If I could not be human, what other animal would I like to be? Interesting question. Under a Hindu universe, I hope to be reincarnated as a horrific intestinal parasite, like this one, or that one, or either of these. You've got it made, feeding on someone else's guts, laying eggs, and spreading infection through a complex life cycle. Like this toxoplasmosis that alters the minds of rats to make them less afraid of predators in order to continue the cycle. An intestinal parasite, doing just what God made me to do because God is love. That's why he created a whole order of animals that can only survive by inflicting lingering misery on other creatures. Amen. I'd like to end with a series of pointless yet adorable cat photos. Enjoy.